Greetings all, Vanny here for Gemini's weekly message. Gemini, the first two cards that came out for you are Expansion, North, and the Equator, to make equal. I find it interesting that we have two directional cards. We have the Equator, which everyone knows is the middle band of the Earth, and then the northward direction for expansion. Now, north is also the direction of Earth and associated with the true direction our life is taking. Because if you look at the north face of a clock starting at 12, it goes around. So a lot of things start at the north to begin their cycle. The expansion to make equal, this is actually the second time I've tried to record yours because I had a hard time speaking, but I still believe what I was saying in that it feels like the collective is going through a huge release to bring stability, to bring peace. And I am so ready for that because it has been something that we have been working for a very long time. And I literally feel like this is a heavenly sent sort of direction that your life is going to be taking soon. Being very drawn to the swirling of the Aurora Borealis here and how it kind of mirrors the orb that bounces on the darker part, the darker aspect of this maiden. Now, darkness does not always equate to evil, just as light does not always equate to good. Everyone has a shadow side to them. Every single one of us. It is not something most of us want to acknowledge because it has attributes and characteristics that we deem negative. However, ignoring this part of yourself is denying a part of who you are, and you will forever be wondering and lost when you deny who you are. So this expansion, this equalization right now is trying to bring you to a sense of stability and balance with the person that you are, instead of trying to shift and make you into something and someone you're not for the sake of someone else, making yourself easier or more palatable for someone else. That is not the way of it, my love. Yeah, the inner core is something that is being brought to peace right now because there has been a lot of hands and people trying to tell you and mesh and mold this piece of clay, and everyone has a different idea of what it's supposed to be, but the clay itself is trying to become something, and it cannot with the pressure and input of all these other people and all of these other influences. So I feel like Gemini is going to be making a sort of hermitage towards really getting to know who they are outside of the noise of what everyone has told them who they are. It's like going to a family reunion and having 12 different people say you look like 6 different relatives, all who look nothing alike and you had never even met before. It makes you feel like you have no sense of identity and no sense of individuality. And that is one of the worst things to feel, like you don't know who you are. You have create coming out for you. Creation and creative explorations could be a very important way for you to express yourself right now, or perhaps the only way for you to express yourself. If you have a hard time or difficult time speaking up for yourself, expressing it through means of art such as writing, sculpting, or painting can be a way that you heal and move energy, as well as bring balance and equality to yourself. Because an artist can pour so much of themselves into a piece that piece feels alive. And it is, in a sense, because you poured the energy into it. Now, the energy that you pour into it, of course, that has an impact. If you're having a rage piece and you're pouring out a lot of anger, that is going to have a negative impact on whatever environment it is going into. So I feel that is important for you to know, however energy you're putting into it, it will have an impact on the environment wherever it remains. Sometimes when I make a rage piece, I end up burning it because once it is out of me, I don't want to be reminded of it, and I don't want to have that energy continue to toxify me. You have receive coming out for you, and I really feel like that this is going along with the equator coming out here. It's that you have done things a certain way for a certain while, and then it may be time to let another aspect of yourself, another aspect of your personality be given to light and receive the beautiful blessings that is bringing in for you. And this is all leading you towards a fresh start, a new beginning, something that you have been working for a very long time, Gemini, because there has not been a space or a long time in your life where you had felt seen, you had felt acknowledged and aware. I absolutely love all the imagery coming out here. We have first the red Christmas light, which reminds me of red flags, but also photography and being mindful, celebrations, and awareness. Ultimately, keep your little beacon on and aware of anything and everything going on around you, because there is a lot that goes on in the everyday life that we just brush off and ignore. But a higher sense of awareness, while it can be overstimulating, can truly be beneficial to you, because you go into things with a more sound mind and understanding that there is a bit of an advantage when you know what is going on, or you're aware more of the energies going on, because a lot of people do not have the awareness of their energies. And maybe that is what the equator is trying to bring into you, is a sense of awareness. You have a seahorse coming out in your charms, doing things differently, maybe just how you've always done things. You have a trip coming up, or a sense of adventure when it comes to finding yourself, finding your other half, and finding that peace. But again, this is going back to that equator-like imagery and energy of bringing peace and balance to yourself in the yin-yang. You have a paw print. Animal companions could be very important, or you may have an animal on your spirit guide team. The childhood pets that have passed on remain beside you all the time. I know I am constantly walking with my childhood dog, Oscar, and the stray cat that adopted me, Reese's, and Karma, because they are souls that loved you. They will continue to watch over you. It does not matter what vessel their bodies came in, or what vessels their souls came in, because the love is real. Happy Thoughts is coming out for you. How you are thinking about yourself and this change is going to have a huge impact on the change itself, Gemini. You have to understand that you are magic. You are literally a creature of creation on this earth and manifesting actively every single day. However, so many of us live passively. Stop letting life happen around you and start making it happen for you, with co-creation with spirit, with understanding that you have never been alone, and you have an army that is ready to help you, to speak to you, to call out to you, to ignite that fire within yourself and see how bright you will burn, how far you will go, and how much you can help people with being the incredible person that you are. You may not feel like it in this time, but you are a gift to this realm, Gemini, and I want you to understand that there is something more beautiful and powerful for your life than maybe you've even thought for yourself, because we limit ourselves on what we believe we can accomplish, or what people have told us that we can do. Remove the limit and understand that you are a being of ultimate creation that can do anything they set their mind to. When you have balance in yourself and harmony in your soul, there is nothing that can stop you, because you are at peace and oneness with yourself and spirit. Have a beautiful day, my love.